friends, welcome to the course of CodeIgniter for RESTful API development using sealed authentication. Inside this video, we'll discuss about application connectivity with database. Let's go back to editor. Inside last video, we had discussed and seen all about our first program for this CodeIgniter for application. Now this time, we'll connect a database with this application so that in our coming videos, we can perform all about the operations of insert, select, update and delete statements. So first thing first, to connect a database with this application, we need a database. So I will use phpMyAdmin first to create a database. Let's go back to browser. This is all about the login panel of phpMyAdmin. I am passing all about the username and password. Click on go button. So successfully, as you can see that now we are logged in inside phpMyAdmin. Click on databases. I need to pass a database name here. So let's say ci4 underscore API underscore auth underscore sealed. After passing a database name, I will just copy. Click on create button. So as you can see, the database created. So right now inside this database, we don't have any table, but we'll create the table using migrations concept. And all about the concept of migrations we'll discuss inside coming video. So I will copy the DB name. Let's go back to editor. And to connect a database with this application, the first file we need to open called .env. Remember, at the early stage of CodeIgniter for installation, this file was env. But actually we need to do first all about to rename from env to .env. It is because inside this .env file or inside this env file, env stands for environment and it contains all about environment variables. These environment variables actually globally used by this application. So here, remember, inside our first video, to actually enable the functionality all about environment, we have uncommented that. So that's why we renamed from env to .env. So just open this file, scroll down. Now inside this database, we can see here we have some database connection string environment variables. So I will go and remove all about the comment lines of this default database group. So just go and remove this hash symbol from each of the line of this default group. So once we remove all about the hashed value of this default database group, go here, we need to pass host name, so localhost. So currently we are using the database of localhost, so it is okay. For this database, let's remove this ci4. I am passing ci4 underscore API underscore auth underscore sealed. So in my case, the username of phpMyAdmin is admin and password is capital admin @123. So this is the username and password in my system. In your case, it may be different. Inside CodeIgniter 4, by default, it has provided all about two database groups, as we can see, default database group, and also we have one more group, that is tests group. So for here, for this course, we have enabled default database group. So that's why we need to pass all about our connection string values with this group. So where actually application accessing these values? So to understand all about the internal functionality of database connectivity, we need to go inside this app folder, config folder, and we will be able to see a file called database.php. If I scroll down, we can see public string default group. So by default, this application is using default database group. So that's why we have passed all about our connection string values with this default group. If I scroll down, so we can see here inside this default group, that is an array format, it has all the values. So either we can pass all the details of our database right here inside this .env, or we can pass all these values right here for this array. So the best and recommended method to pass all the values for this env file. So these are the two files basically behind the scene CodeIgniter for uses to connect a database with the application. So successfully, now we have passed all the details inside this default database group. Now in coming videos, we can create some tables inside this database and we'll perform some insert statement, update statement, delete statement, as well as select statements. So for this video session guys, thank you for watching and have a great day.